Quiet.
Hello? Hey, uh, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. We're
Yeah.
live.
We are live again. Yeah. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everybody. I'm Sharon from Ireland. We are going live here today. Again, I have a special guest with me from British Columbia, Canada. So her name is Ishioma, and we are going to talk about digital business. Let her introduce herself. I am not taking. I know that she's a mom, a beautiful, a gorgeous lady from British Columbia. I don't know her background, but I know that she is a successful digital business owner, and she's a mom of a small kid. How old is he?
He's gonna be 3 soon.
Oh wow, wow! Hello, baby.
One.
Hello, baby. So,
Say
can you
hello.
give a small introduction about yourself, Ishioma?
Yes, for sure. Thank you so much, Sharon, for having me. My name is Ishioma. Some people call me Judith, and I am based in British Columbia in Canada. I'm originally from Nigeria, and I've been living here now for a good number of years, and started this business early last year. So it's going to 2 years now since
Good 2 years.
my full-time job.
Oh, very good, very good, very good, very
Yeah.
good. I'm sure you're very happy about it. Anyway, yeah. And can you tell? This is not going to be a big interview, so I thought like it's going to be a change for me. We are on holidays now at the moment. You can see our background there. It's a Bantry Bay in beautiful Cork, beautiful Ireland. So you can come to here anytime, Ishioma, if you want to.
Yeah, for sure. It looks so beautiful over there.
Yeah. We are online entrepreneurs, so when we are going on holidays, still our business is working in the background, isn't it?
Yeah, that's amazing.
Yeah. Tell me this, Ishioma. What is your why? What made you? What's your background? Can you tell me a little bit about yourself and what's your why to start this business?
Yeah, for sure. So I'll piggyback a little bit, to when I first, came to Canada. So coming here as an immigrant, you quickly realize that it's difficult to integrate. You come in with qualifications, you try to find a job that matches your skill set, and takes a while before you get one. So in the meantime, you take up, and that's what I did. Take up. A lower paying job, in the hopes of gaining experience, local experience, because here that's kind of what is recognized, And then, while I was doing that, then I started a family, and I realized that okay, the kind of shifts that I had wasn't really convenient for family life, especially when you have a little one. So I started to think of something else that I can do that it would eventually replace my income, and then when my family expands in the future, I wouldn't have to I wouldn't have to juggle all of that, because I can already see how tough it is, juggling that, plus family life, being a wife and a mom and all that. So I didn't want to, at the same time, I didn't want to give up, my ability to earn and contribute to our household income. So I was hoping to find something that would be able to afford me the ability to earn at the same time, spend time with my family.
Yeah. True. Very true. What you said is very true. As an immigrant, I'm also an immigrant to Ireland. So we came in here 12 years back, settling down now. But I know I remember I'm still, we were struggling for a while, for a good few years. But of course, at that time, we were young and energetic. We had energy to struggle, to establish ourselves. But now, I'm thinking a bit different now. Because I am realizing I'm trading off my time away from my kids. So like our kids deserve our time more than anybody else, isn't it? And
exactly.
Yeah. So like the one thing is wonderful that if you're out of station, if your thing is not still producing results for you, that's something that we are looking for, isn't it? Yeah.
Sorry, you broke off there for a bit, and I didn't.
Okay. Sorry about that. Sorry. So what I was saying is, it's amazing that I'm thinking a bit different, because rather than my full-time work where my physical presence is needed, if we have something else that will work for you in the background, that will be wonderful.
Yes.
That concept is really good. And as a nurse, it was very difficult for me to grab in the beginning, but I was looking for a change, and obviously I thought that no, this is not that I want for my life. My kids
Yes.
deserve me more than
Yes.
anybody else.
Exactly.
Yeah, yeah,
You're right, because me too, when I first came to Canada, all I was thinking about, was my career and developing my career, going back to school, which I did,
yes,
getting the experience like I talked about. But when I started a family, I think my priorities changed. It became
change.
obvious to me what was more important, being away from, from my kids all day, every day, it just didn't seem like right to me. I was like, and I would do this for like 30, 40 years, like,
Yeah,
and then miss out on milestones, miss out on,
yeah,
memories that we can be building too, right?
true,
So
true.
I didn't know that it was possible to actually get the best of both worlds, with starting an online business. So when I saw this business and saw
Yeah,
that it's possible to actually get the best of both worlds, then I was like, wow, I'm definitely in for the long run.
yeah, yeah, true, true. Um, I know I am very happy that you're very successful and you found something that you want. So just for the viewers, Ishioma, can you explain like what's your result, like what did you achieve from this business in all perspective, in your words?
What have I achieved so far in my business?
Yes, yes,
Okay. So yes, that's a very good question. So I'll tell you some things that you would normally not imagine you would achieve from doing a business, because when you're thinking of starting a business, all you're thinking about is, oh, what's in it for me? What's the returns? How much money can I make? That kind of thing. But the first thing I like to tell people that that surprised me when I started this business, that I achieved as a person. Okay, go get the ball. Sorry, guys.
no worries, no worries, that's fine.
The first thing that I achieved was, personal development. Being confident. About myself, having that self confidence to even come in front of the camera. Because when I, like, this time 2 years ago, like, I was such a shy person. I would shy away from anything that has to do with like public speaking, recording a video or even doing a live video was not even something I imagined that I would do. So definitely I have advanced and grown as a person, to
Yeah,
be, I'm putting myself out there, getting on camera and all that. And even my
yeah,
mindset has changed. All I used to think about before, like I mentioned to you, was
yeah,
get a good job, go to
yeah,
school, get a good job, work, climb the corporate ladder to make more money, and then work till you retire, and that's it. I didn't have the entrepreneurial mindset that I can actually own my business, whereby I own
yeah,
my time. I
yeah,
decide how much I can make.
yeah,
I wasn't thinking like that before. So starting this business has definitely improved my mindset. I'm now, my mind is now more open to see what the possibilities are, and also to see how my efforts can directly translate to how much that I earn, as opposed to when you're working as an employee, and it's an employer that determines how much that you're going to make. So
yeah,
apart from my mindset and personal development, of course, there's the finances as well. Because when you start a business, you're about to make money, and this business, is so lucrative that within a short space of time, I've been able to earn, a lot from the business, that is getting me to the point where I can say, okay, sooner than later, I can actually quit my full-time job and then do the business full-time. Yeah, and then the other thing too was, recently I got a brand new car. That was something that I never thought I would
I
be able
saw
to
that, I
do.
saw that. Oh wow, that's beautiful, that's beautiful.
Thank you, thank you. Yeah, that was something I never thought I'll be able to do. I just thought I'm just going to keep buying pre-owned cars, because that's all I ever owned before. But thanks
Yeah,
to this business, I was able to achieve that. So yeah, this
yeah,
business is amazing. In terms of what it would give you, financially and even otherwise. So your mindset, your personal development, and much more. Talking about meeting people, that you
yeah,
never met before, like
yeah,
you know,
yeah, yeah, true, true, true,
me
true.
meeting you
Yeah,
too. Yeah. So yeah.
absolutely, absolutely. I'm so glad to hear that. I'm absolutely happy for you, Ishioma. So when you were saying about that, that's what many people asking, why did you not start another traditional business, So when thinking about that, again, traditional business is like, then owning a business is obviously cool, it's cool, but how achievable is that for a mom? Because again, you have to trade off your time, so you have to be away from your kids to make that business work for you. And in this business, the beauty is that, first of all, the reward is very high. The second is that we can learn a lot of things, and uh, we have a lot of success blueprints there. We just need to copy and paste. We wouldn't say it is easy. I wouldn't say it is hard, but it is achievable to anybody, because everything that you want, that you learn, if you have a drive, it's there. You just need to copy and paste it, So, and then you can produce amazing research. And, of course, I don't want another job, or I don't want a place where I can stuck again away from my kids. That's the reason. Like, I want to live my life, isn't it? And I'm sure I'm going to. And also, like, we need to think where we are spending our time. Is it worth your time? Don't you think? So especially, when we are on a full-time job, we need to think like how much hours we can reduce. Will that replace my income? How potential is this business? Is there a limit for this? Those kind of things. I'm absolutely happy. I'm sure, Ishioma, you know about it as well. And apart from the personal development and everything that you're getting, isn't it?
Yes. That's something I forgot to mention, is the fact that I'm already getting some of my time back, because typically before now, like if we're short staffed at work and they're looking for somebody to cover overtime, I would happily go for it, because I'm like, oh yeah, more pay, I'll go for it. But now, even when that situation happens, I turn it down, because not because I'm trying to spite my colleagues or my boss, no, but because I know I don't need that. I don't need that extra funds by being away from my family, right? I can make that extra that I would have gone to make, by staying home, and it's still coming in. So definitely, I'm getting my time back. I don't have to pick up those extra hours anymore. And of course, I'm having peace of mind now. We're having peace of mind in our family, because we know that this extra income coming in is going to take care of the bills, instead of living paycheck to paycheck. I did a live video a few days ago on my page, where I just got some checks in my mailbox, and I was saying, you know what, I'm not even in a hurry to go deposit these checks, because I know that, all the bills coming, over the next while is already taken care of. And that's the beauty of having a side hustle. That's the beauty of starting this online business, whereby you're no more living paycheck to paycheck.
True. Yeah, we don't have to count that anymore. Not that it doesn't matter. It matters. We are grateful for what we have. We are absolutely grateful that we found this as well. Like, it's tell us, your possibilities are limitless. You can achieve what you want with great support. That's what it is. Like, you're not going to be struggling there. Of course, you have your challenges. You should be ready to learn, but it's definitely achievable. And one more last question, Ishioma. What do you think about the future? Like, in the future, what you are aiming to achieve?
I
know it's limitless, but
the future looks so bright. It looks so amazing. When I think about the possibilities, like if within the space of less than 2 years, I've been able to achieve what I've achieved so far in this business, I can't even imagine what the next few years holds. Like I mentioned, I'm looking to do this full time in the near future. Maybe the next time you have me on here, I'm telling you that yes, I'm doing this full time now.
I'm going to catch you after 1 year now. I'm going to catch you after 1 year.
Yes, catch me after 1 year.
We'll meet up again.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. I know. The possibilities are limitless. The only thing is that we need to be open-minded, and just the power of internet. That's the one amazing that we are making use of. It's not that we will be bugging your friends and family and to make your business. It's not like that. The globe is there for you. It's a global business. You have people out there. You have people who is looking for change. So if you want a change, be the change and bring the change. That's our message to our audience. Do you have anything else to add, Ishioma?
You've said it all. If you want to change, if you desire something else in your life, then you have to try something that you've never done before. Because if you're still doing the same thing over and over again, and it's not bringing the change that you desire, then it's time to try something else. And this online business might just be the answer, the solution to what you to the change that you desire, the change that you're looking for. And don't I want to encourage people, don't be skeptical, don't be scared. This is not a scam, and it's not a get rich quick scheme. You have to put in a little bit of effort to grow the business, just like you would any other business. But the rewards, the returns, like we're saying, it's really worth it. It's really mind blowing, and I'll really encourage you guys to take that leap of faith, take that step forward, and check this out.
Yeah. So like if we are, the thing is that if we are doing the same thing that we were doing before, and we are expecting a different result, that's impossible. So if the things that you are doing right now is not changing your life, or it's not bringing the result that you want, then try something different. Think
Yes.
different and try something different, isn't it?
Yes.
Beautiful,
Yes.
beautiful. Thank you so much, Ishioma. I know you are a very, very busy mom and a dedicated entrepreneur, a successful entrepreneur. Thank you so much for taking your time to come online with me. And it's such a pleasure to meet you, and wish you all the success in the business. And thank you all the viewers who was viewing us and encouraging us. And please feel free to message any of us. We will be helping you to set up the business if you are looking for, if you have a strong why. Thank you so much. Have a beautiful evening. Thank
you
you
for having me, Sharon. Bye bye, guys.
Thank you. Bye.